Hey y'all, it's Alicia and welcome back to Alicia's Crafty Hoplop, and I am so excited. I have a rack of love from Tiffany, otherwise known as Glam Nurse, and I'm super excited. Tiffany is a really elegant creator, and you can see that in this packaging. This is a large policy envelope, very similar to the one that I've been using and making, only this is the jumbo version, guys. The nice thing is once you learn how to make a policy envelope, and you can make them in any size. It's sort of like the thing that you have to teach yourself to do one time and then you just increase the proportions. So Tiffany, aka Glam Nurse, who is like very elegant, clean creator, very much in the style of like Scrap Diva Erica, very, very like beautiful, clean creativity, has made me this gorgeous jumbo policy envelope out of this beautiful marbleized paper. And here she has die cut out a doily, and it's in pink and ivory, which is really nice. Like, she's used a pink and ivory paper, so the doily's two-toned. And I loved that idea, by the way, Tiffany. And then she did a gorgeous rosette out of heart paper, put a scallop on top of that, and then a circle piece of ephemera. Really beautifully done. And it says, "Hello, love." And then on here is a tulle bow with a beautiful pearl center. You know what I was thinking? I was thinking today, Tiffany, it's so funny that I opened this today, and this is what was here. Because I was thinking, when I'm tired and I get home from teaching at 11, right? Sometimes I'm too wound up from teaching to just go to sleep. And I can have the TV on watching, I like a Hallmark movie. I'm cheesy that way. Or a documentary. But if I watch a documentary at night and it's disturbing, then I don't sleep. So, okay, let's say I put on something like a Hallmark movie, or I put on your videos. I still sometimes have enough energy to do something, but not something big. So that's when I do my crepe rosettes, usually, because they're sort of a mindless activity, but it's also something I need to get done. I was just thinking, why am I not making tulle bows? I love making them. They're fun to gift people. They're really handy. We all need them for packaging. And then I open this, and what's on here? A beautiful pink handmade tulle bow with a pearl in the middle. And I'm thinking, yeah, I need to make me some of these. Anyway, that beautiful, beautiful packaging. Always her projects are like this. If you go take a look at her work on Instagram, and I'm going to put her Instagram down below, you will see her make a lot of gorgeous, clean creations. And she's great about posting on there. I wish I was as great about going on daily as Tiffany is about posting. Seriously. But isn't this pretty? Really good at clean creating. Really good. So I'm excited to see what's inside. Oh, you did not. Yeah, you did. I'm going to have to explain, Tiffany, to everybody why you did this. Well, you know what, Anna Stratus will know right away why you did it. All right, so Tiffany knows that I'm working on a lot of different mixed media projects, right? And I'm trying to learn how to use all different mediums, like glass granule medium and sand medium and that chrome that I'm not so sure I'm in love with, and all sorts of different mediums. And when we say medium, if you watch that tutorial or any mixed media tutorial, you'll understand medium when it's on an art product means that it's also a glue. It's an adhesive. So if it says it's matte glass granule medium, it does create glass granules, but it means you can put a little bit into a cup and add in distress inks. You can add in glitter. You can add in diamond dust. You can add in watercolor. You can add in acrylic paint. You can mix it all up and create different effects. But here's the thing. Then the paper you use really starts to matter, because once you start doing that and adding texturizing paste and adding mica and adding like angel mist and all sorts of things, not only does most of this kind of scrapbooking paper just can't take it. It just can't. It's too much wet. So what I have tried doing is using my heat tool and very, very carefully drying things right away so that the wet doesn't have a chance to seep into the tooth of the paper. Because if it does, then you're really going to have beyond a wave, and there's not much you can do. I mean, you could try to flatten it out, but when you're talking about 3D granules and stuff. So I went and I bought a pad of mixed media paper. Now that's much thicker. It's meant for wet mediums. It can handle all of that stuff. but it's thicker. So if I want to layer that up, it might be very hard for many of my dies to cut through. I don't own a lot of those, what do you call those? Those big ease dies? Is that what they're called? Big ease dies? They're for like cutting through, like you can't use a thinlet to cut through many layers of mixed media paper. You need a certain kind of blade to cut through it. If you have something like a Cricut or Silhouette, and I bet you, oh yeah, I think a Brother's Can cut too, you can set for a deeper blade cut. But if you're using a manual die cutter, you need the deeper Big E's dies to like cut through that type of medium. So this is an epically thoughtful gift, because I'm going to tell you what this is. And why I haven't bought it is because it's a luxury. These are 12 of the giant ones too. They are the number 12 size. So they're the huge ones. Do you see how big they are? So let me just show you so you can see. That's the size of my hand, right? One, like 2.5 of my hands. They're huge. And like, this should show you something. Like to my elbow. These are giant tags that are designed by Dilutions by Ranger to hold all that medium that I just told you about, and all that wetness without buckling, without wrinkling, without waving, and they're thin. So you can die cut this if you want. So like this isn't a tag already done with a reinforcer, but if I wanted to like scallop it or die cut it, I can, even using the thinlets. So, and not only that, there's another thing that's special about these. So most mixed media pads have something called tooth, which means like it has a little bit of texture to the top, unless you spend a little bit more and you get like a Bristol smooth. And Ranger issues these in completely smooth. So why does that matter? Well, sometimes when you're making texture, you want to control the texture. You don't want it to be already set on the paper. You want to start off with the smooth so that there's a contrast between the texture you create and the paper. So these are designed for crafters, really. Crafters who do mixed media, because artists will just use the mixed media paper I'm using. But these are designed because they're thinner, and you can die cut these with a thinlet. And they're also smooth toothed. So why haven't I bought them then, right? They're so spectacular. I know they work really well. I have heard rave reviews about them. Why haven't I bought them? They're expensive. That's why. This is a huge luxury. And Tiffany, thank you so much. This is a huge luxury, and I promise you I will use them judiciously, and I will make sure that I put them to good use, because I am playing around with a whole bunch of mediums, trying to get better at them, and I'm hoping to share some of my results with you this week. I'm not using my test prototypes on this. These are special. There's 10 in here too. So, and at this size, it's really impressive, because I can either use it as a jumbo tag or I can cut. This is a really big blessing. Thank you. This is huge. This is huge, guys. It's huge. And it also tells me, Tiffany, that you really know that I'm trying to learn how to do this, and you're trying to support that. And that's really meaningful. Another cute love heart bag. Look, folks, but this one has a Ziploc on the top. Clearly, your Dollar Tree has some really cool ones, guys, because look at this. Let me show it to you. It's a Ziploc one. I'm so grateful for these that you're sending me with your Racks of Love. First of all, I think they're the perfect bag for Racks of Love. Like next year or after, when I go down to Florida, I'm going to haul some of these. I think they're great for Racks of Love. I love it. I love them. I love them. I love them. And they do remind me of those love heart candies from my childhood. So Stationery and stuff was telling me, no, it's true. Love hearts are a UK candy. And that's why we had them in Canada. Canada was a colony, right, of the UK. So that's why we always had British candy. And so I didn't know whether or not you guys had ever had them. They're kind of like an American Razzle Dazzle, but I think Love Hearts are way tastier because I've had both. And they look exactly like these. They're called Love Hearts. They have sayings on them. And then they foam up in your mouth. They're kind of fun like Pop Rocks. They don't pop like a Pop Rock, but they foam. And I actually think they're really yummy. When I was a kid, I would eat the whole pack in one sitting. I'm not kidding. I love them. And I never got a stomachache from it, which is kind of weird. So these remind me of that. And I love getting these. I was just thinking, like, Hope sent me some, and other people have sent me little racks, and I'm collecting them. And I think I should make like Rack of Love banners afterwards out of them. Like, they're really cool. Thank you so much. So look at Tiffany's beautiful. She's learned how to make these pocket envelopes. And the thing about this is that when you know how to make it in one size, I told you, you just have to increase it or shrink it. This is like the card one I made for the collab, the second. This is an in-between size one. And this time what Tiffany's done is she has scalloped up all the edges, but look, very clean, elegant creating, right? So we have the hearts on the bottom, one simple piece of ephemera that says Je t'aime, which means I love, and a little glittery heart balloon. Super, super cute, but very elegant, right? And then on this one, it says, ooh la la, which I love. I don't know what's in here, but I love these. And I'm not sure what paper you're using, but this, again, feels really like very strong, good quality paper. I'm curious to know if you're printing this yourself or because it's just excellent. This could be better quality paper that Tiffany has digitally printed because it's really good quality. It makes a beautiful envelope. Oh wow. I'm taking this to school with me, Tiffany, today. I want to show my students this. Guys, this is really, it says, thank you for putting your heart into teaching. I've never even seen these before. Look at that. Isn't that something? I mean, I'm never eating this chocolate. And I'm sending a photo to my husband before I go to school. This is amazing. This was really thoughtful. This is one heck of a rack of love. This is a lot of love, clearly. Like the tags say something. That chocolate bar really says something, Tiffany. Wow. And now I'm scared to look in the ooh la la after that. Like, I'm not sure what else could be in here. I'm very moved by that chocolate bar. Thank you. I'm never eating it. Or I'm going to have to save the wrapper and put it in my art journal. I have to figure out which way I'm going to do it. Oh, these are so cute. Guys, wait till you see them. Okay, so I just told you how much I love the love hearts. These are miniature love hearts that I can use. I'm going to use these, and you know this, all year round, all my projects. It says, text me, and sweet, and hugs, and you and me, and love you, and there's even one that says besties. This is amazing. These either came from Hobby Lobby. I think this is a Hobby Lobby set because look at those are those really cute hearts that are like the Comme des Garçons fashion hearts, but they're made by Hobby Lobby. See, they're really cute. And it says BFFs and happy, oh, these are really cute. And happy Valentine's Day. Oh, I love these for my minute. See, I love making little things like this. And these are perfect size. Perfect size. This package of love, this rack of love, Tiffany, was incredibly thoughtful. So I want to say something, folks, and I think this is maybe the perfect package to share this with you, right? Tiffany sent 3 very meaningful items. I mean, granted that these are very pricey, folks. So I do want to stipulate that. But let's say this had been 3 tags that Tiffany had cut out herself on her die cutter. And the chocolate bar in these beautiful policy envelopes and these miniature stickers. That's like a perfect rack of love because these aren't supposed to be huge packages, right? They're supposed to be little things that are carefully chosen that tell people that, you know, you're really thinking of them. Well, Tiffany couldn't have, if Tiffany had taken out a billboard sign in the middle of Times Square that said, Alicia, I support you in what you're doing, it wouldn't have said it any clearer than these 3 items. Right? Like all 3 of these are so thoughtfully chosen that you couldn't miss the message. You know, miniatures, mixed media, teaching, and chocolate too. You couldn't have said it any clearer with 3 items. This is clearer than a billboard. So this is what an ideal kind of like, see, racks of love don't have to be 20 things. And I think that's something that's amazing about them. That's why I said mini racks of love or flat mail, right? And then I get to keep all of these beautiful, look at her elegant, gorgeous packaging. I mean, these are also gifts, folks. So I'm super excited. And then as if that wasn't enough, because Tiffany's like, well, now let's just see how else I can totally make her month and make her beam and smile. Oh my goodness, I'm scared, Tiffany, because I'm not delicate. And they just fit in the envelope because they're dimensional. I got it. And there's a lovely letter, which I'm going to read it properly. But you know what breaks my heart? I read the one line, Tiffany. I don't feel like you're an outsider. I feel like you're present on, there's a small group of us where you're very present, actually. And I think when you're an Instagrammer more than you are a YouTuber, just like I feel like that, I think I must feel something very similar on Instagram. I want to be better at Instagram. I want to be on there more. But folks, honestly, it's just never top of mind. And I know so many people like it better than YouTube because it's a quick upload and you can just click on heart and you're done recognizing your friend's work. But it's just not my natural, I don't know. I'm struggling and I'm trying to figure it out. So I know what you mean, Tiffany. I do. And I feel sometimes like that in the reverse on Instagram. But I have to tell you, like, I want to read the rest of your letter to put it in context privately. But I definitely feel there's a group of us who very much love your work and look for your work and feel like you are part of our craft community. I'm going to put Tiffany's link down below, and I would really love everyone to go and take a look at her amazing projects. First of all, look at this beautiful card. Okay, so this is what I mean by Tiffany's very like scrap diva-esque beautiful creator. Do you see this? This is like, okay, beautiful thick up card. It's so substantial. I love that you have built a border around it using red foil and then layered on top of that a white piece with a pop of red foil. And then we have a lift card, right? Look at this. And layered up with a piece of ephemera. Very elegant making. And look at the matting, folks. Do you see the inside? Gorgeous. Gorgeous creating. Perfect, like a nice white space. Really beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. Tiffany's a great maker. And if you aren't familiar with her work, her name is Glam Nurse. That's what you need to call her. I guess I call her Tiffany in my head, but you have to, I say, keep Glam Nurse in your head so that you look for her on Instagram and on YouTube. Look at this one. Again, great use of white space, very elegant card, gorgeously constructed, right? See? Beautiful. I cannot tell you how much this meant to me. And I'm looking forward to reading your note, and I will respond. I love your work. And when I do go on Instagram, I do tell you that all the time. I think your work is gorgeous. Like, just gorgeous. So I always feel very blessed to be able to share it here. And these were so thoughtful. Like, this was really an epically thoughtful rack of love. So folks, if you have a minute today or 5, if you could stop by and take a look at Glam Nurse's work, I'm going to put her information down below in the comment section. It'd be really great if you could check her out. I think her work, again, is so epically elegant. She's a very good crafter. And this was an incredible rack of love. Clearly with so much thought put into it. Thank you so much. I'm going to read this private note very carefully and I'm going to respond. Thank you so much for blessing my whole month. The delusions. Well, I'm going to have to make you one, but this is really special. Thank you. Really special material to have. I want to hug it. All right, y'all. Please show Glam Nurse some love. Please do. I'm putting her information down below. Whatever the rest of you are doing today, I hope it is a wonderful day. Up until doing Happy Meal, it's been a very weird day over here at Alicia's Crafty Hot Flop. But this package of love just felt like a big hug in the mail. And what could be better than that? All right, y'all. Have an amazing day. Bye for now.